What's going on, guys? My name is Christopher and welcome to It's Complicated, the show where I talk about and showcase wristwatches. So if you love watches like I do, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button, then click on the bell and you'll be all set. Today I'm going to be showcasing a Rolex Yachtmaster reference number 16628. Here we go. All right, today we're looking at a Rolex Yachtmaster, reference number 16628. It's a P serial number, meaning it's from the year 2000. But before we get started, I want to let you guys know that this watch was provided to me by watchchest.com. Feel free to go give those guys a look, as they've been very good to me. Now, about the Yachtmaster. The Yachtmaster was first introduced in 1992 in solid 18 karat yellow gold. So this is actually one of the newer Rolex models. One of the things I heard originally is that they were going to discontinue the Rolex Submariner when this watch was released, and I think everybody can agree that we're glad they did not do that. Now, price-wise, this watch retails for $22,000, and it features a mother-of-pearl dial with 8 flawless diamonds and sapphire markers. And I mention that because that dial alone is about a $5,000 upgrade, making this watch a pretty good deal. If you're looking for a solid gold Rolex compared to, let's say, a solid gold Rolex Submariner, which sells for 27 grand without a mother-of-pearl dial, this solid gold Yachtmaster is $10,000 cheaper than the solid gold Submariner. If you are looking for one of these Yachtmasters in solid gold for 17 grand, you have to either get the champagne, the blue, or the white dial on the Yachtmaster. Now, size, this is a 40 millimeter case. The movement of this watch is automatic, and it has the legendary Rolex 3135 movement found in many Submariner dates and Datejust watches. The 3135 also has a date on the watch as well. The water resistance on a Yachtmaster is 300 feet or 100 meters. The case is made of solid 18 karat yellow gold, and get prepared for me to say that a lot in this video. Bezel-wise, this watch has a bidirectional bezel, and the bezel, of course, is made of solid 18 karat yellow gold. The crystal on this watch is sapphire with that classic Rolex Cyclops lens. It just looks so nice that way. The crown is a screw-down crown of 18 karat yellow gold and has those 3 dots underneath the crown indicating that it is a trip-lock crown. Let's look at the case back. Standard Rolex case back here, just flat, solid 18 karat yellow gold. Let's look at the dial and hands. Now, this watch's dial is really something else. Truly a beauty. It's a mother-of-pearl dial, which Rolex just does better than anyone else. It's a thicker cut than most other brands produce, and it just has so much depth to it. Just look at the depth on that, moving that around. It's pretty amazing. The 3 blue markers that you see there are sapphire, and the other 8 are D flawless diamonds. You could also get this mother-of-pearl dial with all ruby markers instead of the sapphire and diamonds. Now, like I said before, these mother-of-pearl cases add $5,000 to the watch. So if you're into the mother-of-pearl, it might be worth it, but it also might be worth checking out the other ones, the blue ones, the champagnes, the white dials, etc., and you could save 5 grand. This watch does have some lume, and being from 2000, this is when Rolex was using Super Luminova, so those hands glow green, unlike the lume that Rolex uses today, which glows blue. Let's check out the bracelet. It's an oyster bracelet with polished center links. And I know you've heard me say this a lot in this video, but it is made of solid 18 karat gold. Also has solid center links as well. So it weighs a good bit, weighing 175.6 grams. The clasp is a Rolex Oyster Lock clasp with the Rolex symbol stamped onto the gold there. It also has the crown stamped on the fold over bit right there. Very nice. And there is the watch on my wrist. I think it is a great looking piece right there. Very cool that the Yachtmaster is a lot cheaper than a solid gold Submariner. And sure, it doesn't have the same water resistance as a Submariner, but how many of you people are trying to go 1,000 feet underwater to begin with? I think this is a great watch. And that is the solid yellow gold, I'll say it one more time, Rolex Yachtmaster, reference number 16628. What a great watch, and what value for a solid gold Rolex to be 22 grand. Especially, like I said, you take away that mother of pearl dial if you want one of the blue dials, one of the white dials. Now you're talking a $17,000 40 millimeter solid gold Rolex. Just a fantastic piece. And that wraps up another episode of It's Complicated. Don't forget to subscribe to the show, like this video, share it with all your friends, and I'll see you next time on another episode of It's Complicated.